Hey guys, welcome to my channel if you're new here, and welcome back to my channel if you're returning That ain't my intro. Hey guys. Hey guys, welcome to my channel if you're new here, and if you're a returning subscriber, hey boo. Today's video is going to be another story time because I know you guys like my story times so much. Today's story time is something that I'm really not proud of. So I'm not making this video to try to gloat about what I did or to set an example for younger people that what I did is okay. What I did was extremely not okay, but I did do it, so why not talk about it? As you can tell, the quality is still off, so I am still filming from my phone, sadly, but it's okay. I'm still getting content out there, and that's all that matters, right? So let's get on to the video. So for this video, I have to give a little bit of background knowledge, or else it's just not gonna make sense, or the video is just not gonna be as good. So let me give you some of that background knowledge. This took place when I was 13. Obviously, you can tell in the title I was 13 when this happened. And I was living out in Laverne already. I already moved away from East Nashville, and I'm now living in Laverne. I've been living at that house for about 8 months at this time. I was living there with my mom and actually a roommate slash friend of mine. Yeah, so my roommate, I'm actually just gonna keep the same name that they go by, because honestly I just can't think of any other name that I feel like will stick while talking about this person, so I'm just gonna say its name. Okay, so my roommate's name was Jay, and Jay was staying with us. Well, let me give a little bit of background information on Jay and just fill you in a little bit, okay? So Jay was actually dating my best friend at the time, Jessica, and they had a really rocky relationship because, okay, I'm not proud of this. I was an awful person for this, and I do regret it till this day because it was wrong. I would not appreciate if anybody did it to me. And yeah, but I actually had a little thing going on with Jay at the same time that Jay was dating Jessica. So it was like this really weird love triangle thing or whatever, but yeah. I like Jay a lot, and Jay really liked Jessica, so I was like, you know what, I need to get my focus off of Jay. And how do I do that? By talking to somebody else. So what actually ended up happening is I started talking to one of Jay's friends that didn't even live in Tennessee at the time. No, of course not. Of course I couldn't talk to somebody that lived in Tennessee. What was I doing trying to talk to anybody anyways? I was 13 years old. Like, are you serious? Like, so I started talking to Jay's friend. I'm going to rename her Carla. So I started talking to Carla, and Carla lived in Cali. That's where Jay's from. Jay and Jessica were talking before Jay came to Tennessee to meet Jessica. So basically I was trying to do the same thing but with Jay's friend. So I was talking to Carla for maybe like a month or so, and then Carla made the decision to come down to Tennessee to meet me. A whole grown 18-year-old wanted to come down to Tennessee to meet a 13-year-old. Alright, now let me give you a little bit more background knowledge. At this time, my mom and I did not have the world's best relationship. She was struggling a lot to kind of control me and discipline me and all that. At this time, my mental disorder really started acting up and was really bad at this point, so I was already taken out of school, and honestly I just had really big problems with authority. Don't tell me what to do. I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want. I'll do what I want when I want. Don't care about what you say. Don't care about what anybody say. Call the cops. I don't care. And that's truly how I was at that age, okay? So now let's get into the story. Well, you know how I said that Carla was gonna come to Tennessee to meet me, right? So we made this agreement like for a while, and that agreement was that she was gonna come pick me up from my house and we were gonna go somewhere. Alright? My mom is not home at all. She's at work. She used to leave me at home alone, which is fine. I was 13. I was old enough to be home alone. And so she was at work, and honestly, I was up all night before then because I was so nervous and excited to do what was gonna go down. So, in this weird OCD thing that I had going on when this day was happening is I kept constantly going to brush my teeth and mouthwash after literally everything. Take a sip of coffee, go brush my teeth. Take a bite of chips, mouthwash. Like, it was constant back and forth to the bathroom. And I don't even know why. Like, I guess because I wanted my breath to be like, okay. So I was waiting for Carla to come get me for like a good 4 hours before she actually got there. I don't know why. I don't remember why it took so long, but it did. So Carla came pulling up with her uncle. Her uncle was driving. And she knocked on the door. I already had my bags packed, alright? And I opened the door and I gave her a hug. And it was one of those like slow hold on to you hugs, you know? Like, good to see you hug. We talked for maybe like a few minutes and we dipped. Well, instead of telling my mom like, hey, guess what, I'm leaving, because of course she would be like, hell the fuck you not, no you not, what, no you not. She would not have let me go if I told her that this was my plan, right? So I kind of have a history of just doing things without letting her know, and this was one of them. So I left her a little note, and basically what the note said is like, I'm sorry that you had to come home and find this, but I'm gone, but I'm okay though. I'm gonna be gone for a few days, basically is what the note said. Like, I'm okay. Don't bother hitting me up though. Like, don't bother searching, don't bother nothing. I'm be fine. I'm gonna be back. Honestly, like, I'm glad she didn't call the cops, but like, I would have called the cops if I came home and found that note in my 13-year-old daughter's bedroom. No, ma'am. So Carla's uncle took us to his house first, where we decided what hotel we're gonna go to, because we couldn't stay there because the uncle's wife had a thing with, like, you know, gay people. So we couldn't stay there because she didn't like us like that. So we decided to go get a hotel in Murfreesboro, which is 2 cities over from Laverne. So the first thing we do at the hotel, I think, is obviously put our stuff down, and I think we get something to eat. Well, at this time I had troubles with eating, and I really thought I was fat, which I wasn't, but I had a problem with eating and I didn't like to eat. So honestly, she ended up wasting a lot of money on food, because like, I would literally take like 1 or 2 bites and that's it. So we were there for a few hours, and then my phone dings and it's a message from my mom, and she is understandably upset, like very upset, very worried. You know, where are you? Like, why'd you do this? Like, are you okay? You know, and I had to go back and forth with her to say, like, you know, like, okay, so here's the thing about me. I've always done things to break the rules, but I'm always very honest if I get caught, if that makes sense. Like, I don't have problems with telling the truth because it's my truth. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Like, that's not my problem, you know? So I would tell her, like, I'm here with a girl. And my mom wasn't the biggest fan that I was into girls. Like, my mom's very religious, and she was like, it's a phase. I'm checking back in here 6 years later. It's not a phase. I still like girls. But I did change from lesbian to bi. So, she's happy now. Anyways, so basically, I talked her down. I made her understand, like, I'm gonna be okay. And yeah, that's basically where conversation cut with her. Like, I didn't talk to her more than what I had to, you know? So yeah. So the first night we're there, honestly, this was 6 years ago, so it's really hard for me to remember, like, every little detail of the 3 days that I was gone. But I do know that I tried to sleep with her, TMI, but she was a virgin and she was scared, so she did not sleep with me. She actually rejected me. I was like reaching up for her bra in the back, and she said no, so I like took my arm back, and like, I understood. We kissed a lot, we wrestled, we watched like scary videos, scary movies on the TV. Honestly, the little hotel room that we got was nice. Like, I'm not gonna, it's not like it was nice, but it was not bad for having to stay there for 3 days. Another day I dragged her into the shower with me or something. Whatever. We don't need to be talking about that. That's some grown people shit, okay? So we're gonna stop that. We're coming to the last day. And honestly, we did not sleep much in the 3 days that we were in this hotel together, because I'll say that we were both pretty nervous to be there with each other. So we didn't sleep much, but here we are at the last day. And we're just chilling. There's like a few hours left where we can be in the room. And a scary movie's on the TV. I'm watching it, and Carla is actually in the bed sleeping, taking a little nap. So we realized that her uncle could not come get us and return me home. So guess who we had to call to come get us? My mom. My mom, of course. I had to text her and tell her, like, hey, we don't have a ride back, can you come get us? And my mom was pissed, of course. She was like, are you for real? Like, are you for real? I don't want to. Like, she didn't want to come get us to kind of prove, like, look at what you got yourself into type thing, you know? I was like, please, like, forgive me, come get us. Like, we don't know how we're gonna get home. And she agreed, but after work. And you know how hotels kick you out around 11? So they kicked us out around 11, but my mom didn't get off work till like 3:30 or 4. And she worked downtown Nashville, and we were 3 cities away in Murfreesboro. So a good like hour drive if there's traffic, and a good like 45-minute to an hour drive all the way back. So we left, and we were thinking like, where are we gonna go? Like, around us there was a lot of other hotels, and we looked across the street, and it was like it was really busy. It was by one of the malls in Murfreesboro. So we were like, well, we can go to that McDonald's and just sit there and wait there. That way we'll have Wi-Fi, and if we're hungry, and you know, they won't kick us out, you know. So we chilled there for those hours waiting for her. And literally the whole time I was listening to one song on repeat, and I don't know why I'm mentioning it. It's not like it's a crucial piece of information, but listen, I love this song. I don't know why my 13-year-old ass was so addicted to this song, but I could not get enough of it. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Literally for like the 3-4 hours we were waiting. So here we are 4 hours later, and my mom pulls up to take us back. And yes, Carla is still there. This is the first time that Carla met my mom. And if you guys don't know, I dated Carla for 3 years. So this is the first time that they met. It wasn't the world's best. So we went to the car, and my mom has always been that type of person where she's super nice, she's super kind, she's like a big teddy bear. She just wants to love you and everybody around you. Like, she's always been like that, but when she's mad, she has a crazy look in her eyes. Oh god, like that crazy look in her eyes. She never fails to have it whenever she gets really mad. So this was one of those times that she had that look, and we got in the car, and she didn't say anything at first, and she just looked at me, and she took us home. She dropped off Carla. I don't remember if she honestly gave us a lecture or not. I assume she didn't, because I think I would remember it. But at the same time, it is like her to give lectures, so I'm pretty sure she did give some type of lecture. I just don't remember, because it is 6 years ago. So yeah, this was a story about the time that I ran away at 13 years old. I was gone for 3 days, and yeah, my mom definitely could have called 911. I would have. Shit, I definitely would have. But yeah, so that's it for today's story time. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Go to my Instagram, follow me on there, because that's where I do polls and ask you guys what you want to see from me in the future. So if you want to have any input on what you are going to see in the future, follow me on Instagram. I'll leave it right here and in the description. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.